knew you were back out there for spring, obviously, but for the first practice of fall camp and knowing the season's a month away, what was it like to be out there today?
Sure, it feels great. Coming back in the spring, they were still trying to ease me. It was really my first time playing in about 6 months, so it feels good. But now, again, going through the spring, going through summer, just everything been 100%, not holding anything back. It's been great to go out there, especially now. Now it's for real. We about to start season, so it felt great to be back out there with everybody.
What was that injury like for you? That's not a normal football injury to have. What was that day? And it's got to be kind of a scary deal.
Yeah, no, it was. Initially I thought I just had like a food poisoning or something. It just felt like a cramp initially. I was throwing up, but kind of a couple days after I knew it was something more. And then we went to go get the CT scan, and then they came back and he was just like, you lacerated your spleen. You're gonna be out for 3 months. And in my head I'm thinking like, I'm probably gonna be out 2 weeks. I say like, there's no way I could just. You can't say it like that casually. And so when it kind of hit me in the setting, it hurt a lot because I've never been able to play like that, or I've never been able to been out like that. So physically I was messed up, but mentally I wasn't. So every day I was coming in, still watching film with everybody. Cole had got moved to my position, so I was trying to help him out. Mentally I was just trying to advance my game way more. I've looked to see I was picking his brain left and right. So mentally it really helped me a lot. So I really, it sucked in the beginning, but looking back on it now, I'm grateful that it happened.
Did they do anything to fix that, or is that just a rest and?
No, it's just the So I have a sickle cell trait, so my blood cells are kind of messed up a little bit. So when we play at that high of altitude, at 7,200 feet, my blood thins out, and so my spleen was like losing oxygen. And over the course of the game, it just got weaker and weaker, and just busted.
Well, you guys play at high altitude a few times a year, or a few times through your career. Is that going to be an issue other times? Or?
Well, this year, so the main high altitude games are like Wyoming Air Force and New Mexico, and so we just played all them last year. So this year shouldn't be a problem. But the year after this, we might have to take more precautions and preparing for those games.
Was that something you knew going in, or did you learn that through this?
I've never played at that high elevation before. The last time we played at Wyoming, I didn't play like that. My freshman year, in Air Force and New Mexico, I didn't play either. So this is really my first experience with that.
DP, you added some weight.
Had someone told you that beforehand, or did you learn that through the injury?
I learned after. I didn't even know. To be honest, I didn't even know where my spleen was.
You added some weight this offseason?
Yeah, I think last season I was playing around like 172, 173, and then before practice day I'm like 185. So I was finally able to add some weight, so it feels better.
What's the key to doing that?
I don't know. It kind of all just came in like a week. I was like 175, 176, and then 1 week like we had a break. 1 week I probably went all the way up to like I went as high as like 188. Like I was kind of eating. I was kind of eating bad a little bit, but I needed weight somehow, so I was eating out a lot. But then finally coming back. We had come back for summer. I was kind of out of shape. It kind of hurt a little bit, but I was able to keep the muscle on it and then keep it up to 185. So it's been feeling good.
What could you and couldn't you do? I guess as you needed to rest and heal that
up. I couldn't do anything. And so for 3 months, I was up from October 1st to like January 15th. I was just sitting on my butt. Like I couldn't do a push-up. I couldn't jog. Like I couldn't do sit-ups. I couldn't do anything. And so I was literally sitting on my butt for like 3 months, just watching film. That was about the only thing I could do. And obviously it hurt me mentally because I'd never been out that long. So coming in and watching film, that was like my safe haven. So it made me feel better.
Chuck kind of was asking me about it. How awkward is that in football? I mean, normally you guys got boots on or casts or something when you get injured, and
yeah.
And there was, visually from the somebody from the outside, they probably couldn't even tell something was wrong with you.
Yeah, no, and then it was only hurting me for about the first week, and then after that, I felt fine. Like I felt like I could run, feel like I could do everything. But with an injury like that, it's nothing to play with. There's really no surgery other than getting it removed. And so basically, I had for 3 months, I just had to let it build scar tissue, and it had to just heal on its own. Otherwise, I really had to get surgery to remove it.
So was there somebody holding you back from doing stuff, or were you able to
yeah, because the first week like I said, it was hard for me, so I felt fine. I was like, no way I can like not do this. So I was kind of pushing a little bit, and they really told me to slow down. Like it's no point. It's not like I can, I don't want to re-injure myself, and I'm already not planning to make it worse and make it longer. So I just had to listen to them and just go along with the process. And now I'm here now, and I feel better.
Coming back from something like that, what was that like getting back on the field and starting to hit again and go through all of that again?
It felt good. I feel like for everybody, we play football because it's a physical sport. You want to hit somebody. I know for me personally, that's how I get my anger and frustration out. So, to go out there to be able to hit, and even just being around, just being interactive with all my teammates, just hanging out with my boys, it feels great. Just like that environment is just something that it's nothing that can really replace that.
So if you couldn't tackle anybody, then how are you able to be cathartic and kind of let that out when you weren't able to be tackling anybody?
I film. I literally could. There was nothing physically I could do. As much as I wanted to, I wasn't going to risk myself injuring myself anymore. So just film, helping K. Cole out, helping Tyreek out when he was starting. trying to help everybody out, trying to be like Coach Evans gave me like a hat and a whistle and like a it was called a practice plan. So I was just trying to help everybody out, be like a little coach.
So you had to imagine yourself making the tackles as opposed to actually doing it.
Basically, I was basically just trying to help others see what I see and just trying to help out any way possible. Obviously, I couldn't be there physically, but mentally, I could be able to help.
Are you
defense be this year?
Honestly, it all comes down to our fundamentals. anybody can be big, fast, strong, but it all comes down to like communication, tackling, covering skills. When you're rushing, being your right rush lanes. There's so much more to football than just how big a guy looks, how fast he runs, how much that is. So honestly, it's all up to us. First, it's all up to us. All up to us individually. Everybody has to take care of themselves first. Then we got to go as a unit, then the defense, but always the first part of the day, you got to start yourself.
What is kind of your mindset this year? Just trying to make up for lost time and make an impact on this defense, which you really couldn't do for much last year.
Kind of like how David was saying, just being more of a vocal leader. Like I said, with that time off, I was able to advance myself mentally, and so like I was saying, I'm just trying to help everybody out, trying to bring others up with me and with the rest of the team, and so just trying to elevate our game to the next step. I'm always trying to be better than last year, better than our personal base. Nothing's really ever good enough in my opinion. This is not like a bad thing saying, but me personally, I just never want to be complacent. I feel like if you ever get complacent, that's when you start settling for things. When you can't, you always got to keep going.
So when were you able to actually get in the weight room and kind of get back into that routine?
The second day we got back from winter break, so I think it was January 15th or something. That was my first time, and I died.
So how much did you kind of fall off from some of those the weights that you built up to, and how long did it just take you to get back to where you were?
It took me probably about 2 weeks. The first week was really, really hard. I couldn't even do the weight that I was doing previously. But I kind of really it was frustrating me obviously because I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't help it. So really the spring I was just really trying to kill myself, trying to go all out. And actually, even though I couldn't lift for 3 months prior, I actually improved my maxes for my lifting weights. And so that was something I was trying to do, and I did it.
And then you mentioned that this has made you realize that maybe it was kind of blessing in disguise. I can't remember exactly how you phrased it, but I guess when was that moment for you? And that you stand here today and you should be a senior, but you still got 2 years of eligibility left, and you're bigger than you've ever been.
I would say when I first realized, I guess it was a blessing in disguise. Probably about midway. I would say probably through November, because I was seeing obviously when I got hurt and people were moving around, there was a lot of changes, a lot of it's difficult when you do something for so long and then you got to switch unexpectedly for anybody. And so the first time it was hard. Obviously, me being out watching others struggle was pretty hard. But then midway through, we started rolling. It felt better. And then obviously, when I came back in the spring, it hurt. Obviously, not being so strong and so fast physically. But same thing. Halfway through that, I felt better. And so everything just takes time. You just got to be patient with it.
Having experienced coming back from an injury, what do you admire about watching Noah's journey and his ability to come back?
Well, he's been here longer than anybody. But I know when I came in, when I was a freshman, he was I think a 250-pound nose guard, and he was just causing havoc. I think he had 8 sacks. He was just going crazy, and he was just balling out. And so kind of to see him, same thing with him. Obviously, physically he's been set back, but mentally he's always been there for everybody. Everybody looks at him as an undisputed leader. Anytime he has something to say, everybody's gonna stop and they're gonna look and they're gonna listen to him because how long he's been here, the work that he's put in. He's not somebody who talks about it, he does it, and so he doesn't really speak up that much. But when he does, people listen. And so to have somebody like that on your team, and obviously he's a great person, so to have somebody like that is amazing.
People ever make jokes about his age?
Yeah, we do all the time. We say he's the grandpa of the team, and so a senior citizen. So that's about it.
Not 60 or senior, but senior citizen. All right, yeah.
A little more, yeah. It's just, you guys are going to be going through fall camp here, and you're obviously going against each other for a few weeks. Who's the guy that you don't necessarily like to go against in fall camp, or you know what I mean?
I don't like to go the most challenging.
Maybe they just always bring it on a play or something like that. Whatever it might be, you kind of oh man, I got to go against this guy again.
Personally, I don't never think like that, but if somebody I say for covering, Shaq probably about the quickest, most elusive receiver we got. So whenever him or AK's in the slot, CT, any of them really, they all can go. They all quick. They got lightning in them, so they all good. And then running backs, they all run hard. And then obviously I never want to get engaged with the O-line, so I pick and choose my battles.